guys, I am back, and today I am finally sharing with you how I put together my photos using the Collage app and my Pic Frame app. Because I've had a lot of requests for this, I thought I would just record the phone itself on my screen. So hopefully this will be a good picture and a good way for you guys to see kind of what I do. And I'm going to hope to make this video not too long. And if you guys have any questions that I wasn't able to answer by going through this video, please let me know in the comments below and I will get back with you. And if I need to do any follow-up videos or just follow-up question and answer session, just let me know. So first I'm going to show you the Collage app. That is this blue app right here that has the C on it. So I'm going to click on it, and this is my Collage calendar, and it is showing December, and so far I have not collected any photos for my December calendar, but you can flip back and forth through the different calendars by just swiping across the screen. So here is November, and you can see there are some blank spaces where, like the 2nd of November or the 12th of November, I didn't have any photos. But what I do like about this is it does show you on what days you do have photos, and then also in the bottom right hand corner, for instance right here, I don't know if you can see on the screen, but right next to the blank 25 is a picture of my two cats, and there is a little number 3 in the bottom right hand corner of that picture. That basically tells me that there are 3 photos for that day. So that's kind of nice too if you're not quite sure how many photos you have. So even though I don't have a photo every day, that's okay. I end up having enough to do usually a 2-page spread for Project Life, or a 1.5 page. Every once in a while I only have enough for one 12 by 12 page, but you know, like I said, I just kind of play it by ear. I don't try to specifically take an overabundance of pictures. I just take pictures when it comes up, and that's kind of how I do it. So anyway, moving on to the app. So again, like I said, this is the Collage app, and how you do this is I'm going to pretend like it's, well, I'm not going to pretend, it is December 1st. So I'm going to tap December 1st, and then it's going to ask you if you want to take a photo or go to the photo library. So I'm just going to go to my photo library, and I'm going to pick a picture of my daughter's Elf on the Shelf. Her name is Izzy, and this is nice about this app is you can pick what type of photo you want to see or what the dimensions are. So here is square, but you have the 3x4 size, 4x3, 4x6, and 6x4. So just depending on what you pick, you'll get the different styles and looks. For this one, I do want to keep the square, so I'm just going to frame it up the way I want to, and then once I have that, I'm going to hit the done. And then it's going to show me on the screen the picture that I chose. I can crop it again if I need to, and then I can put a title on this. Oops, a title on this card. So for this one, I'm going to just say Izzy has returned. And I'm going to keep it just like that. The date is today's date. If it's not today's date, like say you're doing it today, but you're doing photos from a few weeks back, you can pick the date here. Album, I just have one album, which is called my Project Life Photos, and you can set those up the way you would like it to in the settings. And then tags, I'm not going to tag anything. If you want to put more notes than what you have room for in this line where it says Izzy has returned, you can see I have 96 characters left. I can go down to this note section here, and I can type additional notes in here, and those can either print on the back of your photos, or they can just be there to help you with your project life for some added details. So once I am done with this and I'm happy, I'm going to hit save, and then that's going to save it to my December 1st. And depending on what you like, you can change the look of these screens. So this one's a pretty simple screen, and because of how I do my project life, I like the one how this looks the best, but I can show you in a minute how you can change the different screens. And depending on if you pay the premium price or just the regular price, it will determine what formatting you can get on here. So now what I can do is I can just scroll through. These are the different days that I have for my Collage app. And you can scroll through it this way, or you can hit this arrow at the top and go back, and you can scroll through the months. So you can see here that I have several months in here. And then again, that's back to December. So now if once I'm all done and I have all the photos that I want and I'm ready to print them on my 4x6 paper, I'm going to hit the button at the top right that has the square with the arrow pointing up, and that's going to allow me to do a couple different things. You can create a collage, create a video, or export photos. I don't normally use the first two options, so I'm not going to go through those for this tutorial, but what I normally do is hit the export photos, and then you can pick the date range that you want to export. For this example, I'm just going to export 3 days. So I have a start date of November 1st and an end date of November 3rd. Once I pick that start and end date, I'm going to hit back. And then I'm just doing this because downloading it does take a little bit of time. So once you pick the date range, you can pick the export style. So you have several different export styles. I have all of mine in portrait, but you can do 3x4 portrait, 4x6 portrait, 4x6 landscape, the original cards, or the photos only. I always pick the 3x4 portrait. Card design, even if you pick the card design earlier in the settings menu, which I'll show you in a minute, you can also change the card designs here as well. So you can pick them and change up what you actually had originally put as a default. Add print bleed, I always have on. Include card back, I have no. Hide date, I have no. And hide title, I have no, because I want to see all of those in the card. And then I always have this remember settings selected to yes or to on. So I'm going to go back. And now I have everything set. I'm not going to do any tags, and I'm just going to hit the export button. And then it's going to ask you where you want to export this. You can export to your photo library, Dropbox, or Flickr, and I always do it to my photo library. And you can see here it's exporting the one of the 3 photos, and once it's done, it's going to say export complete and have a check mark. You're going to click that check mark, and then it's done. So now I'm going to go over to my Pic Frame app. And let me show you guys real quick what that looks like. So Pic Frame is this one with the aqua on the left, the greenish yellow, and then the pink squares. So that's the Pic Frame app. I always pick the ratio instead of 1:1, which is the default. I do 3:2. I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. I'm going to do 3:2, and then I'm going to always pick this one where I have the side-by-side pictures. And then you have these 2 open canvases. All you need to do is click in one of the gray boxes. It's going to bring up an option, either camera roll or take photo. In my case, I already have the photos done, so I'm going to hit camera roll. And I'm going to go to my camera roll. And then I'm going to pick 2 photos that I want to put on this sheet. So I'm going to pick these 2 here and hit done, and then they show up here. You can see that I have the picture, and then it has the date and the journaling that I had put on the original cards in the Collect app. So once I have them sitting here, I always hit share, and then you have the save button. And I'm not sure, I think maybe in the settings here you can pick where you want to save things, but I have them always saving to my photo stream. So now when I go back to my photos, I will go to my photos, and then now you can go to my camera. I'm sorry, I saved to my camera roll. I go to my camera roll, and now you can see the 2 on the same page. So now what I simply do is pick out who I'm going to process my photos with. I have a couple different places I use. I am not real happy with Walgreens photo processing lately. They've changed it all to a dry lab, which is basically no better than a home printer. So I'm not real happy with them. I've heard Persnickety Prints is really, really great, and I think I'm going to try them out. It's just best if you have a coupon because the prices of the prints are a little bit more pricey. However, if the quality is great, you know, it might be worth it. So I think I'm going to be moving to using them. Or for Project Life, since the photos are small, I'm not as concerned about them as when I do my 12x12 or my 8.5, 11 pages. I may use Costco or another warehouse processing. As long as the quality looks decent, I'm okay with the not as great quality because it is a smaller print. So that is pretty much all I have as far as how I print them. I'm going to quickly show you a few more things in the actual Collect app. So I'm going to go back here and go to my settings just so I can show you the different layouts. So let me go here. Where is it now? Sorry guys. Oh, here. This is where it says add to photo roll down at the bottom. I have it on. So in the preferences section, you have detect photo date and add photo to roll. I have those 2 on. Show dates and calendar, I have it turned off. Backup and sync, that's one thing. I'll go to the formatting in just a second, but the backup and sync is very important. For this app, as far as I know, it doesn't automatically back up to your computer. You have to manually back it up, or you have to get this iCloud sync backing up feature, and I believe it cost a bit more, but I think it's worth it because I had my camera go out on my phone and I did not manually back up all of my Collect photos because I forgot about it because everything else backs up to iCloud, and I lost everything, at least the journaling and such. So that was kind of a bummer, but I switched over to this iCloud sync and it shouldn't have that problem anymore. And like I said, I would recommend it. It's kind of up to you if you want to spend the extra money, or if you just want to manually back up, you can do that too. So that is that. Then Let's see. I also have it set for reminders, which is nice because you don't always remember to do this. And so what I end up doing is having this set for a little bit after 6 to remind me to do my photos so that I'm doing them real time instead of waiting. This way my journaling and stuff is more up to date and I don't have to worry about it being too far ahead of time or after the fact and I don't remember exactly all the specifics. So that's why I have this reminder set up, and you can pick whether to set it up or not. I also have it set up to my Dropbox, so if I want to save all those to Dropbox, I can. And that is it on the settings menu. And then, so like I said, I had to purchase a few more packs so I could get some extra backgrounds and such. So I could have the creative pack and the keep safe pack. Again, those are extra purchases, but they were worth it to me since I use this app all the time. And it gives you like the extra backgrounds and things to use, and like I said, the backing up feature. So going back home, I am going to, let's see here. I'm going to show you what the different card designs look like. So here are my options, and I'm going to look at the card designs. So I have the Vibrant, which I believe is one that comes with a pack because I like how it had some open airiness here and it prints out nice and it works well for my project life, and if I want to add some extra embellishments I can. So I'll just kind of show you guys all the different styles. So this is just standard. This is kind of plain, nothing too exciting. This one I like a lot because it looks kind of like handwriting, but it doesn't print all that well to me. It looks a little bit hard to read, so I got something that was a little bit cleaner. This one is cool too because I love how it looks like an old typewriter, and I like the date here in the bottom right hand corner. However, it doesn't have the year, which isn't such a big deal, but that date also kind of takes up a lot of real estate on the card, so I didn't choose that one. Here is another one that's really cool. It looks like another one of those old typewriters. I like this one a lot. I have thought about using this. I may switch it over to this particular one next year, but right now I'm using the Vibrant. Here's the Vibrant, the one I'm using. This one is just kind of looks like a regular typewriter or computer New Times Roman font. This one is also really cool. It looks like another kind of handwritten. Again, it doesn't really show up real well when you print it, so I ended up not choosing this one, and also has that date in the right hand corner that again was taking up a lot of space that I didn't want it to take up. And that's the options as far as the card designs, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to share with you guys on this. No, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, you can pick your different albums. You can add new albums. Like say if you want baby layouts or baby album for your maybe your baby was just born recently and you want to do a specific baby album, and then you want to do a regular family album, or if you want to do an album per child, or if you want to do a Christmas album or different things, that might be why you'd want to use the different albums. I just choose to use the one album. It works for me, but I think if my daughter was newborn, that would have been a good option to have a baby album that was separate from the rest of them. But other than that, I just want it to be very, very simple, easy to manage. I get my journaling down real time. I get my pictures printed. And then when I go to do my project life, it's very simple. I just print all the 3x4 cards out. I find spaces for them, and wherever I have blank spaces, I put filler cards, and then I can keep up much better on my project life. So like I said, thank you guys so much. And if you have any specific comments or questions that I did not answer or didn't go over in this video, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate everyone's support and love with the project life. I've been having a great time talking to everyone and working on these projects and sharing them with you. So please let me know if there's anything else that you might want to see, and I guess I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Have a great day.